Yo, we are here. Today's November the 21st, 2024. Welcome to Crossing the Lines, man. It's college football week 13. I'm 4-1. And with me, as always, is the calculator.
Greetings and salutations, Mr. 411. Hey, we know it's getting closer and closer to the winter months because we got this cold front coming through. I see Mr. 411 already in a hoodie inside. That's right. It's like, man, Mr. 411 staying warm inside the house. It's like, man, I tried to go outside to take the garbage can back. It's like, oh my goodness, it's a little chilly in the air.
Yes, sir. You know it's that time. When it get cold like this, it's playoff football time.
Yeah.
And the wagers, the friendly wagers, man, the ante goes up now.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And a lot of, hey, we're gonna cover a lot. We're gonna get a Friday night game in there. We're gonna get there's gonna be a rivalry game in there.
Ooh,
and at the end, Dr. Sachs, started off. His formula started working last week, so we're gonna crank that up again, give it another go. So yeah, this is gonna be a great show, Mr. 411.
All right, well then, calculator. Let's go ahead and get down to business then. Friday night lights, my man.
Friday night light. Hey, Friday is back, and what does that mean? That means Peach County, home of the Trojans. Yours truly. I'm working the concession stand. They won last week. They got another home game this week. My daughter, who runs the concession stand, hey, said, Friday. I'm just confirming. She wanted me to confirm twice. It's going to be there. Hey, folks, that's some real stuff right there. That's a real picture. Let me tell you something. Last week I was so fired up. I had to give out 2 picks because I just felt super good on both of them. Both of them covered. It was great because I talked about that North Texas game. I said, hey, that's going to be a forever game. You have 2 teams with the top 3 and runs played. I said over. Hey, I said I'll be able to get the end of that game and then watch the Arizona game right after it. Even though I was working, I was able to see both games, and hey, both of them hit. So hey, I only got one today because I don't want to give out just picks just to give out. I do have to have go somewhere where we get an edge. So this one got Purdue at Michigan State Spartans. Purdue has 1 win all year. Michigan State is 1 win away from becoming bowl eligible. So, hey, I'm just going to use the simple logic that we used last week in the Arizona game, right? The main thing is we like Friday night games, because they're on TV, and we want to go with the home team because they get a little bit. I actually add another 3 points in my formula. That's right, 3 points if they're a home team and if it's something to play for. Arizona, you said they didn't play for a bowl. Well, they were playing kind of for respect, kind of for, to say, hey, this is our bowl game. Well, Michigan State is playing for something. They're playing for bowl eligibility, and they got to get it this year because this is the worst team in the Big Ten right now in Purdue. Hey, when 13.5 is a big number, I know that, but I'm going to have a team in Michigan State with the better quarterback, with the better defense, and at home on a Friday night. So, hey, that 13.5, and it's under that key number of 14, so that's not going to sway the Friday. Hey, take the Spartans on this week's Friday nights. Michigan State minus 13.5.
And there it is. Friday. Doing
that's
what
right.
He does best.
Hey,
frying them up on Friday, man.
And I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna have the burners extra up high because it's supposed to be cold at this week's Friday night game. So I'm gonna get a little extra flames just to keep me warm while I'm frying those fries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Friday, man. We love it, man. You double. You hit twice last week. You're gonna hit again this week.
That's right. Hey, we always like to get started off with a win, right?
Yeah, because Purdue is done. They're done.
They are, man.
They're Purdue.
Right? That's right.
All right, man. Hey, this next matchup, man, it's a lot at stake on this one, man. I know you hit it towards a rivalry calculator, and before you reveal it, make sure that you go to TikTok. Mm-hmm. Everybody go to TikTok, Mr. 411. Hit the QR code. Do the same thing on Instagram, Mr. 411. Definitely appreciate that. And calculator, I know you just can't wait. You're chomping at the bit to reveal this rivalry. And it's a big matchup for this year. It's really one of the biggest matchups of this season. I'm ready to hear it.
Oh, and also that I just want to say, Mr. 411, I got some feedback. My daughter, she is so glad that you're on TikTok because she is a TikTok person. So she's the one looking you up on TikTok. She said, tell 411, I appreciate her and the drama club from Peach County High School. Appreciate you throwing yourself on TikTok. Always we try to give people many ways to access this content, right?
Absolutely, that's right. And yes, we definitely appreciate the drama club. And there's no drama here,
Yeah, no.
But there is some drama in this matchup here because there's a lot at stake in the college
In
football
this
playoff.
particular match, yeah, we're talking about playoffs. We're talking about Yes, this could have playoff implications. And the thing is, we talk about it. It's Indiana at Ohio State. Indiana, undefeated. Ohio State, one loss, but still top 3 team, right? This is a show me game for the Hoosiers. Ohio State knows that, hey, if they win, Ohio State wins, which they're expected to. They're going to get that, Big Ten, probably a conference rematch against Oregon in the championship game. Which, hey, the Big Ten championship, the Big Ten champion gets a first week bye, so that's a lot on the line. Indiana, they said, hey, we can solidify ourselves. A lot of people saying Indiana's in a lock in the playoffs. I say not so fast, and the reason I say that is Indiana has 0 wins against any ranked team all year. They have played the weakest schedule in the Big Ten up to date, so they need this win to solidify a playoffs. Now, if it's a close game, I still say Indiana's going to be in the playoff. If they get their doors blown off, I think they literally could get leapfrogged by a 3-loss SEC team in the playoffs, whether it be a South Carolina, whether it be an A&M, something like that, a team that has a harder strength of schedule with more quality wins. So, but hey, in this particular matchup, it comes down, what scared me a little bit was the line movement. Line opened up at Indiana plus 11, moved all the way 13.5. And I was thinking, hey, if this hits the key number 14, I'm going to pounce. But it's staying at 13.5. So that kind of says, okay, is this line really movement because all the sharps and the wise guys are betting Ohio State to win by margin? Or is this a line manipulation? So, hey, I'm going to go with line manipulation, and I'm not going to fall for it because I got Coach Singetti. That's right. He will take. Another thing, another offensive lineman just went out for the Buckeyes. Their center tore his Achilles, so they're down 3 starting offensive lines, one second stringer on the tackles off. So yes, they have the talent that they can reload, but there's got to be some effect that Singetti is going to be able to. Oh yeah, and Indiana's coming off of a bye week. That's got to help, right? Yes. I'm not going to say they're going to win. Ohio State, even the junior varsity for Ohio State has athletes that can match up with Indiana pound for pound. But we don't have to win the game, right, Mr. 4-1? We just got to get this within 2 touchdowns. So, hey, I think they're going to come in. They're going to try and show what they can do. And I think the bye week is give Indiana's quarterback Rourke some much needed time to heal. He got banged up a few weeks ago. Remember, he sat out the second half when he banged that thumb against Nebraska. The backup wasn't too shabby himself. However, we want Rourke on the field. We want a healthy Rourke on the field because he's more seasoned. He opens up the passing game more. And I think if he's healthier and they're going up against that banged offensive line for Ohio, I think that defense will keep it close. Yes, home field advantage, talent will win the game. But I don't think it's going to win by 13.5. So the calculator is going to take the Hoosiers 13.5 on big noon Saturday.
Hey, if they cover, I think that will keep them in the playoffs. So
absolutely, man. Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be, like I said, they just need to keep it close. To even if with a close loss, still gets them a guarantee into the playoff.
Absolutely. All right, that's a huge matchup. And wow, it's at high noon, so you can get that one out the way early in the day.
Yep.
All right. Well, Calculator, what you doing in the MAC conference, man?
Wait, we got to go into the ESPN Double Plus area, right? And that's Bowling Green Falcons at the Ball State Cardinals. This one would make Dr. Sachs happy because he is a MAC aficionado, right? No, Ball State alum Jason Whitlock will not be walking through the door for this game. But hey, we don't need Ball State to win the game. We just need them to keep it relatively close. And what we have seen is that when Ball State plays games against teams in their conference this year, they keep it within 1 score. I think that trend continues in this matchup. So give me the home team to keep this under the 12.5 number. Hey, I'm going to wait because I think this could move up to 13 and a half. I don't see it going the other way. So, hey, a lot of people are looking at Bowling Green. Look at the last match, 4 straight wins. Three of those were covers. So, hey, Bowling Green showing up. So I think a lot of people might, hey, just go with that, But, hey, I think Ball State will keep it close. I think it, relatively close. All we take double digits. Yeah, we got a touchdown and a field goal on our side. So, hey, I think that's the value, and I think I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna go with the Ball State Cardinals at 12.5 plus 12.5.
All right, take Ball State on that one. I think Jason Whitlock would love that.
yes, he will.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I gotta figure out, man. Peach kind of got to keep winning because I gotta find me an opportunity so I can get some of these fries.
That's
and
right.
I'm telling you, man. People been calling me and saying when they go down the highway, they smell.
Yeah, when I got the two burners going, they gotta smell it. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so fresh and everything, calculated. It's just like, the aroma, everything, man.
You know what that means?
Mercy. This is smelly line. Hey, and if it's a BYU game, it's usually a smelly line. You can't help it because there's no rhyme or reason on how this team plays. But they're still a top 15 team, right? There's still one loss. A loss that shouldn't have been a loss. I mean, a end zone pick, just 4 straight incompletions from the 15-yard line at the end of the game. A block, the punt for BYU went off the offensive lineman's helmet to give Kansas field position. One of the most free. If it's going to be freaky, it's going to happen in a BYU game. So, but the thing is crazy. BYU is still a good team. There was just so many things that went wrong. But you know what? They're still an underdog. They beat 4 times this year. BYU has been an underdog. Wow. And they've had straight up wins. They've won 4 of those times where they've been underdog with straight up wins. So that's a rare feat in nowadays in college. So, but guess what? They're going up against a hot team in Arizona State, right? So yeah, Arizona State. I said I got to look at this story. I got to see what is Arizona State. How in the world did they giving up almost a full field goal to a team that's higher ranked with a better record? Well, it just looks like take out Colorado, Arizona State is the hottest team right now in the Big 12. Sun Devils are also undefeated at home. They got stud running back. Scatterbo is back. Look at those stats. 198, 107, 8, and 11 touchdowns. The man is a beast. Hey, he kind of reminds me of that Schrader guy for Missouri last year. Remember, he came out of nowhere and he was just running over people. The Scatterbo is back. They got a balanced offense, solid defense, and absolutely great coach. And I love that young coach at Arizona State. Hey, hard to see how BYU can bounce back after such a deflating loss last week. I just explained all the ways they found a way to lose that game, right? So I just don't think they can bounce back. Oh, yeah, they're not going to be at altitude. They got to travel to the Arizona State where Arizona, again, undefeated at home, only 2 losses. Arizona State controls their own destiny. Arizona State wins out. Colorado wins out. They meet in the Big 12. Colorado wins out. BYU wins out. They go to so really the winner of this, in my opinion, will be going to the Big 12 championship game.
Yeah. All right. And there it is. You say take the Devils and the -3.
Yeah. Wow. Even though I think they win, I think, hey, at worst, it's a tie game and Sun Devils kick that late field goal to win. Then you get a push out of it, So, but yeah, I think I still think they win by more than 3.
Yeah. And what's incredible about that is BYU, I think they're ranked in the top 15 in the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That was smelly. That's why I had to go look a little bit longer. I said, hold on, I need to go and look at that. It's a little smelly.
Yeah, nothing gets past you, calculator. All right, The Rock. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? But hey, can you smell what the calculator's cooking? What's cooking next, Doc?
But hey, we're going to the ACC. Pittsburgh Panthers at Louisville. Hey, yeah, Louisville let us down last week. Not gonna lie, we took Louisville. We took the 3 touchdowns. I pounded. There was every statistical, historical statistics with current day metrics that favored Louisville. Stanford. It didn't happen. Stanford came up. They had the bye week. They had they had those 2 early touchdowns. Louisville was still trying to get their body clocks, and then after they got their body clocks, looks like adjusted. They were up. They were actually about to score to go up 3 touchdowns, and then turnover. And then it's just something, and then they forgot. I may have been the body clock fatigue, coming out. It was just very odd to see. It didn't help that the starting running back, because I pointed him out on why Louisville's been so successful, is Isaac Brown. Got hurt in the first drive, so just a lot of things went wrong. Listen, Duke Johnson is a good running back, but he's not on Isaac Brown's level. But I don't care, because Duke Johnson is good enough that if you're at home and you have look at that, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year. The man can toss the ball, especially at home, right? So, hey, back home, they're going to be mad, because if somebody watched that game, they didn't just not cover. They were a 3-touchdown favorite and lost outright. It was just one of those things where they did a Hail Mary, left enough time, and got a 15-yard penalty, and then Stanford kicks that long field goal. So another weird things happen, but I think all right in the world, all things going to straighten out. Louisville's the better team. I have Louisville. My number is actually 10 on this, so if I'm only giving up 8, I like Louisville Cardinals to cover the 8.
Yes, sir. All right. Man, you picking Cardinals all day today.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
All right. Man, calculator. You know what time it is, man.
Yes, sir.
It's getting closer to that time of year, man, when people need that extra cash, man. It's about time to cash
Bring
out.
it up.
Big win. Epic win.
Yes, sir. Jackpot time first. Hey, let me tell you something. As long as Baylor, the Bears, doesn't have to play a team that's ranked, they win and they score a bunch of points. Yes, they are. Look at that. Or averaging 40 points per game in their last 4. And guess what? Houston is not ranked. All right. And matter of fact, I don't see a team that is led with a quarterback that has twice as many interceptions as touchdown can continue to score at the rate Baylor is going to be able to put up. Road, home, Baylor is going to score points. And you know what? 8 points. Again, if 8 points didn't scare me with Louisville, 8 points ain't going to scare me with Baylor. I don't care if it's on the road, because I think Baylor continues to roll. And again, my number has 14 on this one. Like I said, Louisville was 10. This one's all the way up to 2 touchdowns for Baylor against Houston. Houston Cougars in that Arizona game, yes, it was a Friday night game. They looked like they were trying to run some middle school offense out there. Man, you can't do that when you're going to be trying to keep up with the Bears in this game. Baylor Bears continue to roll, and give sends Houston home. It's going to be a good, and Baylor's not that far down the road, right? So yeah, not going to be too much travel weariness on the Baylor Bears. But yeah, I like the Baylor Bears to win this by double digits on this one. So minus the 8 with confidence.
All right, the in-state rivalry there, but hey, take the Bears and Houston. We have a problem. We have a problem, Houston.
Yes, they do.
All right. Man, calculated. Boy, this show was just rolling along, man. But there's another rivalry.
Yes, sir.
You talk about rivalries today, man.
I said, and we went from a Friday night game to pretty much every time slot. So it's like, I got to find people something to do. The night owls that like to stay up at 10:30 are our fans on the West Coast that don't get this game until 7:30. It's still early for them, But hey, you know what I'm saying? I like that, we got the West Coast teams, USC, UCLA, right? All right. Hey, when you have a rivalry game, you take the underdog, because no matter what it is, it's a close game between UCLA and USC, right? Hey, and also USC, yes, they replaced their quarterback with that UNLV transfer from last year, but you know what? He pick 6 last week, so he's still kind of shaky. Oh yeah, did I mention UCLA plays better at home, and this game is at UCLA. Oh yeah, and I didn't even know this, Mr. 4-1, until I bet against them, and I realized that Eric
What's that?
Bieniemy's calling the plays for the UCLA Bruins now. Man, it's like he's taking his NFL play calling, and he has actually transferred quarterback UCLA quarterback Garbers into a legitimate quarterback. Oh yeah, and the defense is nasty at home. Hey, I'm going to take the home team in a rivalry game, and I'm getting more than a field goal. I'm getting 4.5. So, folks, on the 10:30 nightcap, take your UCLA Bruins plus 4.5.
Oh wow. Okay. There it is. Take UCLA. There it is.
I see, and that point, and you know that ever since that Nebraska, well, I'd say the Rutgers game kind of turned things around, and Garber's starting to see. It's like, hey, Eric Bieniemy, and I'm not worried about that Washington team, because that Washington game, hey, we've seen that what Washington is at home, Washington wins games. Look, Washington beat UCLA at home too. So, but yeah, I really like the way UCLA is playing at this point, especially, and now they had 3 out of 4 road games, and now they're back at home. Yeah, UCLA will win this game, but win it outright, and we're getting points.
Hey, that's the double. There it is. Yep. So that's what you want.
Yeah. Hey, and we've seen it. On something like that, we could sprinkle a little on the money line, get a little extra juice for our own pocketbook. So yeah, take the points, but then if you got a little extra, put it to the money line and get some extra percentages in your pocket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Hey, DJ Play Nice. Big shout out to DJ Play Nice.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube. Everybody, make sure you follow DJ Play Nice out there on YouTube. Great person, and he's stopping by to show support. We would definitely appreciate you doing that, DJ Play Nice. Big shout out to DJ Play Nice.
Yeah,
supporting 4-1 Sports.
Oh, and
I support him too.
And you know, he mentioned the word out there, like he used the word algorithm. Hey,
he sure did.
Mr. 4-1, dude, don't you have something that does with an algorithm that deals with things that you like?
Absolutely. Mr. 4-1.
Yes.
Loves the man upstairs, right?
Yes, sir.
He believes. Think about it, calculator. Yes, sir. Think about it. The man upstairs, right? Without him, all this wouldn't be possible.
Yes, right.
Hey, man, we wouldn't even have the show without the man upstairs, because we wouldn't cross paths, calculator.
Oh, man, and Mr. 401, yours truly will be putting up those decorations this weekend.
It's that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's right there around the corner. Old St. Nick is on the way. I know he's coordinating with Bo over at the Coles Distribution Center.
That's right. Bo was texting me the other day, still walking his 20,000 steps while he's at work. He's getting his steps in, getting ready for Old St. Nick.
That's right, because Old St. Nick, you know, he's running out of elves, right? He needs some help, so he's partnering with Coles there to get those gifts out there. But Mr. 4-1 believes in Old St. Nick, and then. Last but not least, and DJ Play Nice did mention this earlier, Dr. Sachs and the algorithm.
That's right. And the algorithm gave us a winner with Marshall last week. And it was just, I think we just started texting back and forth because, you know, Dr. Sachs, he likes to drop a line when he's right. And hey, we say thanks, Dr. Sachs. And he came up with another one. He said, hey, this algorithm working. That's right, folks. And it was a peek behind the curtain, right? I always say, Dr. Sachs, I said, you don't have to give me the formula. You don't have to give me the secrets. Just some tidbits on what the algorithm is seeing. He said the algorithm sees that Arkansas is undefeated at home for the year. He's not taking and UL Monroe has lost their last 4 matches. Oh, and guess what the algorithm spit out? Hey, still under that key number, because the algorithm has all those key numbers lined up in his formula. And if it sees a key number and then it starts spitting out these other things, and he says, hey, under 3, we got the home team and we got a team that's reeling. Oh, yeah, and the home team hadn't lost all year. See, that's why I love the algorithm. A lot of times we just go our 6 game. Algorithm takes everything from beginning to end and puts it together, spits out a number, and boom, it says Arkansas State's going to cover the 2.5. Yes,
all right, Arkansas State.
And Mr. 401, that's what he said. Like, subscribe, notify folks, because 2.5. Hey, after the algorithm spits that out, and these people are listening, they start pounding it. It's not going to be at 2.5 much longer.
That's right. That's right. So make sure you do all those things that calculator just eloquently put together there. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and share, because sharing is what, calculator?
It is sharing is caring, folks.
There it is. All right. Well, there it is, the algorithm, man. We got all our score, our matchups in for this week. DJ Play Nice. Make sure you follow him. Big shout out to DJ Play Nice. Calculator. Any closing remarks before we roll out?
Hey, just go Peach County Trojans. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I'll be frying French fries next week too. So that's
Fry
right.
Daddy.
Yes, sir. It's hard work, but it's enjoyable knowing I'm helping out the fine arts program at Peach County High School.
There you go. Helping the community one fry at a time, Calculator.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, for the Calculator, I'm Miss 411. We thank you all for tuning in. You always can watch the re-air on YouTube. Follow us on 411 Sports
Mhm.
World Network on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Mr. 411, and on Instagram, Mr. 411. We thank the Drama Club at Peach
That's
County as
right.
well.
Shout out. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. They appreciate the shout out.
All right. And they'll be able to tune in on TikTok and watch this as well.
That's
So we'll
right.
be
That's
right
where
out
they'll
there.
be. As soon as you get it out there, my friend, they'll be there looking at it.
All right. All right, Bo. Get ready. This for
This
you.
one's for you.